What up, peeps? We are back on Elephant Money again, and I was actually going to leave it alone for a while up until I get more comments and feedback of people that have been getting screwed by none other than Travell Perkins slash bank teller slash Tony Perkins slash butthole. So we're going to talk about a little bit more about Elephant Money and the person behind it and give you guys some information on what to look out for before you think about investing. And for those of you that are already in it, I encourage you, get out ASAP. Let's get into it. What's going on, guys? I am opening up this video as a follow-up to the one I did yesterday. And the thumbnail that I put on my video yesterday is this one here, because it is very revealing about the character of bank teller, or his real name being Travell Perkins. Okay, this guy, think about this, guys. This guy takes or has an exploit on July the 27th of 2024. Okay, this exploit right here, you guys that were in Elephant Money and had the trunk token, which is supposed to be a stable coin or whatever case it is, pegged to the dollar, some garbage that he comes up with. It was exploited on the 22nd. By the 25th, he's chilling at the Bitcoin conference. This guy right here is a straight up turd. And the reason I'm following up with a video today is because I received yet another recent comment in a video I dropped about Elephant Money 4 weeks ago. And he dropped this and says, BT is garbage. This was the first time I ever invested in anything, and I lost everything. And I will never invest in this shit again. This is what you're going to get, guys, when you invest in bank tellers protocols. Now, in this video, I'm going to open your eyes to some of the hype, because I know you guys with a DGN mindset, you like to chase green candles. You don't really consider what's going on behind the scenes. And in this video, I'm going to share with you what's going on behind the scenes, because this is not a new technique. You just have to understand what the game is and what's being done behind your back, so that you are aware and won't make foolish investments by running after these green candles. Okay. And I'm going to speak on that first with this Savannah Haus. So I didn't know anything about this until yesterday, actually. And I'm like, I saw him wearing the Savannah Haus shirts, and so I had to do some looking up and see what this Savannah Haus was. And it was yet another token, right, that BT created back in May, and he was promoting it, going to the Bitcoin conference and everything else like that. And I go out and check it out. I'm like, what is this token doing, or whatever the case is? Well, here it is, guys. Look at this. That Savannah Haus does like every other token. It pumps in price and it comes down and stays down. Now, understand this, guys. BT has siphoned a lot of money out of his protocols, out a lot of your capital. And he's sitting on millions of dollars that he can use to pump his own tokens using bots to make it look like there's genuine interest from investor investors in his protocol. These are lies, guys. Do not look at this chart, see green going up, and think you're going to get in, because you're going to end up buying in up here, holding on to it, and before you know it, your token value is going to be down here, and you're going to be pissed, just like my brother here. And, shout out to you, SJ Shark, for sharing this. And I'm so sorry you had to go through this. And that's why I post these videos, because not everybody hears about these videos when they should, or before getting wind of what this Elephant Money clown here is doing, bank teller. And let me show you something about this guy, guys, because This again is very revealing about his character. All right. Now, I just showed you the Haus token. Okay, let's look at Dex Screener real quick. And let's look at what was it? Trunk token. I did show it in the video, but I want you guys to see this. Well, yeah, actually I can just go back to that image here. Here it is here. Here's that trunk token. Okay. When it was running up, and you can go to Dex Screener and check it out as well yourself. It was this date, July the 22nd, where that exploit happened. Now, I'm a developer, and guess what, guys? If I put a product out there and I see something like this happening, I'm not going to take a vacation. I'm not going to go around and play. I am going to find out why in the world did this happen? And I'm going to implement some solutions to ensure that it never happens again. But this is bank teller. This is Travell Perkins, guys. This is not the first time this has happened. It's happened in every single project that he has released to date. Every one of them. They're always quote unquote exploits, rug pulls, or call it whatever you want to. You're always going to see these huge red drops, and that's him extracting capital out of the system. Now, this is interesting, guys, because this is the 22nd that this happened of July. He goes to hang out to the Bitcoin conference on the 25th. We're going to get into this a little bit later. But that happened on the 22nd. But I noticed when I looked at this Savannah Haus crap garbage that he did, we had the same dropping the candle on the 22nd of July. Okay, so he really kind of cashed in so he can go live an extravagant time at the Bitcoin conference. So let's talk about this Bitcoin conference because, again, I want you guys to know who it is that you're dealing with. And I think it's in this video here. Yeah, this is an Elephant Money video. And here we go. Travell Perkins, the clown, bank teller, the founder of Elephant Money. And let's see what he says.
We're here at Bitcoin 2024. It's an amazing time. I'm so happy to be here.
All right. He's at Bitcoin Conference 2024. It's an amazing time. He's so happy to be here. All right. He's happy to be there. All right. But we see that he is the founder of Elephant Money. He's pushing this out to everyone. All right. And his token is a security. Plain and simple. It is. I want you guys to see this other clip from this video as well. And we're going to talk about what he's doing with the money that he siphoned out of his system. Your money, guys. Your capital. Let's see what he says.
Even something as simple as booking the hottest venue in Nashville will help take us to the next level.
This clown done booked the hottest venue in Nashville. So he's rolling up there trying to showboat, do a Richard Hart move, say, hey, look at what I got. Look at what I'm doing. I'm paying for this. I'm paying for that. But he's paying for it off of the back of you investors. Just like Richard Hart, right? This guy, he has people that have made millions in his ecosystem, right? And when you compare the very small number of people that have made millions to the millions that have lost money, there's a big difference, guys. And this is all about DeFi, right? A small handful of people are going to run away with a lot of money while everybody else, probably you, are chasing after green candles and putting your money into the system, looking at these charts that are fake and are being run up. And even during the conference or before the conference, you know, they were hyping this up. Ooh, look at the green charts. This is shooting to the moon and all this type of stuff. But the same thing happens time and time again. I didn't know about this Sauce token, Sauce, whatever you want to call it, until yesterday. And here we go. Okay, all I'm doing is looking at the history. So keep in mind, guys, BT is launching a new project, new token, guys, this is what's going to happen. And don't think by getting in early, you're going to benefit, because 9 times out of 10, he's in cahoots with other people that he's probably already distributed tokens to, and definitely distributing tokens to himself, ready to dump whenever enough capital comes in. Okay. So this is the game that he's playing. And I know quite a bit of you guys have talked about class action lawsuits against bank teller, but some of you may have been on pause because of the terms and conditions. Well, check this out, guys. The terms and conditions that bank teller has out here are straight up garbage. This stuff is not going to hold water in any court of law. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, first and foremost, I'm going to show you that he says here, class action waiver. Don't think you're signing this, guys. First and foremost, anybody can come out here and use elephant money without confirming that they agree to these terms and conditions. For all you know, for all the court knows, he could have just thrown this out here yesterday, right? There's nothing that you click, no button that you click on. If they come out here, they click on MetaMask and connect their wallet, they can do it freely. And whether they're in the United States or anywhere else in the world, right? There's no confirmation saying that, hey, you did agree to this. But nevertheless, let's scratch that out and take that point out altogether. He's saying here that, any arbitration, blase, blase, you can't file no class action lawsuit against them. Well, guess what, guys? There's no court that's going to hold up an agreement like this if there is fraud involved. And I want to show you a quick clip here from an attorney. And he says it, if there are other grounds to invalidate the contract, such as if the agreement was based on fraud or misinformation, then the class action waiver might also be thrown out. Okay, you can talk to an attorney about that. There's no question or doubt the bank teller has siphoned money out of these systems, right? He did it most recently during the Bitcoin conference. He pulled that money out a couple days, both out of the trunk token and out of this South token, or that Haus token, House, whatever, that token, and he goes and spins it up at the Bitcoin conference and does some things for himself while he's at the Bitcoin conference, right? Also, I noticed in this contract here, he says that any disputes or whatever the case is will be done in the courts of Wyoming. So my question is why? Why Wyoming? Because first and foremost, he's talking about, hey, elephant money reserves the rights to do this or that. But guess what, guys? Elephant money doesn't exist in Wyoming. If I'm mistaken, somebody tell me, but I did a search on the Secretary of State in Wyoming. There's no record of elephant money. There's no record of Mako Labs, this other company that bank teller's supposed to be over, right? So what position or what company is this thing operating under? It's not operating under any company. So everything is going to fall on Travell Perkins, bank teller himself. He might use names and put them out there, but the guy knows nothing about what he's doing from a legal aspect. And this is not going to hold water in any court of law. So if you guys start gathering together and want to file a class action lawsuit, guys, do it. Get together, hit me up, and we can get the ball rolling on that. Okay, we can start talking to some attorneys and hit this brother and put him out of business once and for all, because I'm getting too many comments in my videos about this clown ripping them off, and I'll help do something about that. Clearly, it's not enough with me putting out these videos because enough people aren't seeing it. So if we can just put a stop to him, either from a legal standpoint or take his wealth, we need to follow up on that. And since we see that this contract, he says, is going to be held in the courts of Wyoming, then, Wyoming is against fraud too, right? The Wyoming Consumer Protection Act prohibits businesses from taking advantage of consumers through various types of misrepresentations and unfair or deceptive acts and practices. This is what this guy is doing. He's taking your money from all across the world, extracting the capital out of the back end, and leaving you with worthless tokens. Time and time again, guys. So he's been doing this for years, and it ends in 2025. Right? So if you guys have any questions or want to start collaborating on the side just to start putting this guy out of business, then we can do that. BT, yourself, if you are ready to come off that money and return it to the investors that you've screwed over, hey, let me know, and you do that, and there'll be no need for a class action lawsuit, right? So that's all I got for you in this video, guys. Keep a lookout for this guy because he's dangerous. If you're a new investor, stay far away from him. If you're an existing investor, I know and understand you don't want to put your personal information out there or the transactions that you kind of wasted on this guy, but he's banking on you not doing that because most people don't want to disclose that they've been putting money into this ecosystem behind the scenes without regulatory or tax agencies knowing about it, right? So if a class action lawsuit does come about, hey, be ready to be a participant of that. Or if you guys just want to start compiling together and placing a massive amount of lawsuits on him individually, because if you really want to stick to this contract or these terms and conditions, which really shouldn't apply because elephant money does not exist in Wyoming, then hey, file a lot of lawsuits. Everybody file a lot of lawsuits and put this guy out of business once and for all before the FBI or somebody else get him. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video, and we will holler on the next one. Peace out.